All right, part two, everyone. Say hi.
All
right.
What's up? What up?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's keep going now. All right, so we have our cube nub. I don't know why it's called that now. It is, and that's how it is. So we're gonna make a new assembly. New. So we're just doing English standard. There isn't a great reason why we're doing that. I actually prefer doing the metric stuff, but whatever, it's fine. So we got that. And now you have this new thing. Notice all the panels are different. Bless you. For the assemblies, what we're doing is we're taking already made pieces and we're just kind of like gluing them together in different ways. So I'm going to start off by placing one of my cubes. Just be careful. If you press the down arrow, you can do different things. We just want to do normal, old, place. So I saved all my stuff in Documents and then Inventor Designs, Inventor Fridays, and I need my cube nub. So I'm going to lay this down here.
Is the video open to the public?
Yes.
Because Elijah just tried to.
It's not done processing yet.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to place both of these here because I'm going to use two eventually. And then for now, I'm going to press escape. All of you, for this assignment at least, you have 5 different cubes. So yeah, just be aware of that. I'm also going to change the color of these for now just to, differentiate them a little bit. So, I like doing, see, foil gold. All right. And then we'll also do, let's do flaked satin. Cool. Well, yeah, sure. Let's do that. That looks good. I'm also going to change my views a little bit. I like perspective view for whatever reason. Yeah, I think that's okay. Cool. So now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to choose one of them. I'm going to choose one of them, and then I'm going to right-click on them, and then go to grounded. This makes it so that this one can't move. Right? This one can't move. This one can still move. Okay? So the way that I want to arrange it is I am going to make it so that, let's look at this one here. I'm going to make it so that this bottom face here is going to click onto this top face here. That's my goal. So this time we're going to have something like a little bit different than what we had before. We're not just putting one on top of the other. I'm going to make this face here click onto this face here. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to click on the constrain button. And so I told you guys the way to do it before that was like a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, but only slightly. We can just use the big faces. We're going to assume that the little nubs fit into the little holes because they should, because we dimension them correctly. So what we're going to do is instead I'm going to click on this this big part here, right? Click here, and then they mate. We'll press apply. And then for now, I'm going to press cancel. Right now, see, it's not super straight, but notice, right, it's staying on top of this. So what that means is it's glued in one dimension, right? It lost a degree of freedom, maybe 2 degrees of freedom, actually. I think actually just 1 degree. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to my home view. Okay. Let's move it a little bit to this side. I want to make it so the nub is actually pointing to the left, right? It's going to be pointing in the direction of this face. So the way we're going to do that, and this is where it gets, you have to really think about it. We go to constrain, and we're going to use the flush constraint. So with the flush constraint, what you're doing is you're putting, and you're making it so that 2 faces are essentially touching. And you can't see my hands right now, but they just are together. So the way we're going to do that is I said I want to make this face flush with this face right here. So I click here, and you're going to see that it's going to rotate. Ready? Bam. So let's go back. Let's press Control. Let's press Cancel. Rotates back. So if I want to make, for example, if I wanted to make this face, and I wanted to have this face, or let's think about the direction of the nub, right? Let's say instead I wanted the nub to be pointing backwards towards over here. I would click on this face, and I would click on this face, and then it rotates that way. Right? But that's not what I wanted originally. That was just another example. So we go to constrain, we go to flush. I wanted the nub side to be pointed in this direction. Press apply, and for now I'm just going to press escape. Now I can't move it in a circle. I can only move it literally in one dimension. It's back and forth. That's it. The last thing I want to do then is just constrain and flush. Oops. This side here and this side over here. So I do make sure nothing's selected. Press constrain, flush, bam. Let me zoom out so you can see a little bit, and bam, and press apply. cancel, and there we go, right? I can't move anything now, we're good. Let's do one more just for funsies. So we go to cube, press open. This one's already a different color, so that's nice. So you all tell me, how should I connect these two? Should I connect it to the gold one or the blue one? Gold one, okay. So that means I have to use the nub part. So which side should it connect to? The bottom, the left, or the right side? Right side? Okay. And what direction should our holes be facing? Up and down or left and right? Can you close everything? Did you close all your other programs? Make it the only thing open. Okay. So hey, I'm gonna choose. I'm sorry. But let me keep going real fast, and then I can try to diagnose that in a second. So we're gonna make it so that the holes here are gonna be pointing outwards. So I'm gonna constrain. I'm gonna go to just mate this face and this face. Press apply. I'm gonna do I want to make it the other way. So I'm gonna do this one here on top, and this one here, and it'll rotate. And then finally, I'm gonna do apply, and then lastly, I'm gonna do this one and this one. Press apply, cancel, and there we go. I have 3. So if I wanted to, I can keep making things different ways. So you're always, for every single one that you add, you have to do 3 different constraints. When we start thinking more complicated things, you might need more constraints, like insert constraints or just different things. But that is all for now. Okay, class, say bye. Bye.